Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
Welcome, movie fans, with some interesting news. It's based on a rap article. It kind of goes back. If you missed last night's Movie Madness Live, go check it out. Here's the thumbnail I made for that video. It was a nice conversation with some great movie talk personalities. And here's where I'll remind you, if you're new, join this madness any way you can. Maybe you could be on a future episode of Movie Madness Live. Even if you're just a movie fan, you're not a specific YouTuber, you want to join in the conversation, you can join this madness. But I also want to be covering more topics that are relevant. And now we all know that everything's being canceled, delayed, postponed. And what's the other thing that's happening? Video on demand. I might give another short topic on this later today. Once you go VOD, do you go back? Once the consumer gets product with ease and accessibility, do they care about the big screen? Now, I know, just like me here, some of you movie fans are going to say, that's blasphemy. That's blasphemy. Don't talk about the movie theater experience going away. But we're talking about the general public now. Once the general public, and here's another, is Wall-E happening? Social distancing. Is this the future when this type of stuff keeps happening? I hope this is one and done, and I hope it's under control. But we're going to be social distancing ourselves to our to this point with the screens in front of us. This guy doesn't care about the big screen. I don't think he's making it to the movie theater. I don't think he's making it anywhere. But it's an interesting topic. I am going to read part of the article, and this is not something I want to report. That's a wrap on Cinemark movie theaters. Will it be? Could it be? I don't think any of us watching this, including myself, want it to be. But the future, things have changed. I think changed more than you realize. Is there a future for entertainment and content? Hell yeah, there is. People want it. The other thing that's happening is people are on the internet more than they've ever been before. It's in Europe, they have to ask people in Netflix to slow down to cap the quality of the content because it's about to break. It's about to break. So once people get used to this, once the general public gets used to, I'm not talking about the hardcore. If you're watching this channel, you're probably a hardcore movie fan, and this stuff concerns you. And our hearts go out to all those affected in the movie industry, including the bottom level. I care about the small guy. I'm a small guy. Look at my sub count. I'm a small guy, and I care. I really care. It's affecting them the most. The guys that the people in the entertainment industry, the executives, the top tier actors, they're gonna be okay. Like Arnold here at his mansion with his donkeys. I love that part. If you didn't check out that Twitter yesterday, go check it out. So they're gonna be okay, but this is affecting a lot of people. And if we know anything about technology, look at the history of technology and even the success of VHS over beta, and let's say like the Nintendo's history of really making lots of money on inferior product because accessibility. The general public cares about this stuff. Does the general public care so much about the movie theater experience? Well, here's a little insight to show you how little they care. Why do I have such a problem with the movie going experience, even though I'm a movie fan and I used to be a first weekender? What's a first weekender? You go support the movie and the crew that made the movie opening weekend. I haven't done that in a long time, especially not in this climate. But what is my main issue with going to the movie theater? Is it the movie itself? Is it the seating? No, it's the general public moviegoers that don't care about anything and are on their little screens. They're on their screens constantly during the film. It happens on every single movie that I've been to. The more packed it is, the more bright screens you get. So, is average movie Joe going to care about seeing it on the big screen or instant access? And will they pay for instant access? This is an interesting time. A lot of my movie talk friends kind of disagree with me on this topic and think, no, movies are going to be fine. I don't want to say this, but I have to be honest in my opinion. And I do not think things are going to stay the same. We'll have to wait and see if there is a now. Stop, Callie, you're ruining the video. I'm not starting over. Shush, quiet, Callie. Come here. All right, we're still rolling. So I don't think they care, and I think it's going to affect people more than they realize, especially since the movie industry, Hollywood, has been banking on China to bail them out with their slim margins. The profits in the movie industry with marketing and all that it's not as profitable as industry as you think once you go outside of the US and European territories. When you can't count on China and those other emerging markets that have a growing theater industry instead of shrinking. Now, in the US, Cinemark has been making assigned seats so you could pre-order your tickets. They're more spaced out. There are actually less seats in the theater. That's so you could get a premium cost for the ticket. There's lots of reasons for that. There's also tracking for which seats get taken first. I think before this issue, that part of the thing they were banking on was premium seating to charge more for the best seats of the house, like going to a sporting event. I don't think that's going to happen now either. They also invested a lot in the Movie Pass competitor, which helps Cinemark by people saving on a ticket and spending it on concessions. But they have to have a lot of user base to turn a profit there. So there's lots of issues. And I don't want to see the movie theater experience go away, but I think it's going to be different. And I think you're only going to get the big box office, or like those directors that have a huge following and want it to be like Christopher. You're always going to see a Christopher Nolan movie in a theater first. I believe that for sure. The way he films on IMAX stock, so for sure. But the movie theater industry, I believe, is in trouble. I believe they are. I hope they could pull it out. But let's get to the Wrap article now. I'm going to read it. You go to the Wrap.com. It's called AMC Theater Faces Existential Threat from Coronavirus Shutdown. I don't see how they survive. Why did I use Monk? Because I think there's going to be ramifications of this. There's going to be people that are acting like this that are never going to change, especially if you had a family member, and it's slowing down. I hope, as of recording, it seems like it's somewhat under control, but this can change in a matter of a few days. So people are going to be affected, changed, and they're going to want their access. And not everyone cares about seeing it on the big screen. Remember, they don't. So let me get back to this article here by Trey Williams. We're witnessing the single greatest disruption of the film industry in American history, says Eric Schiffer, CEO of private equity firm patriarch organization. AMC Theaters, the nation's largest movie theater chain with more than 630 venues in the U.S., faces an existential threat from the virus pandemic, the Bud Light virus, forced the company to close all its theaters in the US and UK for the next 6 to 12 weeks. The debt laden exhibitor stock prices plummeted 83% in the last year, finishing Tuesday's trading session below $3 a share. At its market cap has shrunk to just 271 million. All of this raises questions of whether it will still be left standing when the dust of the Bud Light virus eventually settles. But this is where I want you to join in the conversation. I don't know why I put this up. Do you feel? I want you to speculate and comment below. Do you think I'm wrong? I would love to be wrong on this. I do feel that it's an issue. We'll see we'll see beginning of April if this is under control. If more people start getting back to work, and if this starts fading away, or what we all hope for is progress on a vaccine, which would get everything back on track. So let's all hope for the best, but let's examine the possibilities. And I want to watch some Monk. Who here are Monk fans? That's how I feel right now, and I do have to go into the real world. Would I go to a movie right now? I don't think so. After I have to deal with my normal day-to-day, go to work, and I'm not working from home right now. I do not want to venture back out into the world. This is how I feel. I take a shower. I curl up on the couch with my dogs and my wife. She made me a great lunch when I got home today. And I'm okay being socially distant right now. I do hope for a better future for all movies, though. Let me share your thoughts and join in the madness at midnight live Eastern time. See you later.